I mean, that's just what I really try to do, is just go out and play the game of football to the best of my ability, no matter what position I'm at, special teams, defense, wherever I'm at. I'm just happy to be on the field. Yeah, I think we've grown each and every week in every single phase. And you can really tell that the guys are really enjoying just being out there and being together as a team. You might not have had that 3 weeks ago or whatever. The guys are starting to get comfortable and have more confidence, going out there and playing the game. And I think that's what's helping us, win these games.
The Swarm means so much to me because it's not only you and your brothers out there, it's everyone from the past too. So it's really bringing everyone together, which is something that I'll remember for the rest of my life. It's just being out there, just thinking like 20 years, behind us, like those guys were doing the same exact same. I can't talk. Just had food. Same exact thing that we're doing. So the Swarm just to me means just togetherness and just we're gonna go out there and fight for each other.
I know your dad's a principal. Would he approve of that kind of language on camera?
Yeah. I mean, he didn't really care, to be honest. My dad's a hard-nosed guy, so just
he gets
him.
it.
He gets it, and just me and seeing the emotion that I play with, and just I'm a very emotional guy, so he did not care about that. But definitely some apologies to my grandma, to my mom. I try to, be not swearing a lot around them. So little. I mean, obviously it got out on the media, but. Had to make some apologies there.
It's all right.
Is that something you could get a sense of, that you guys were going to have one of these games where you get up to close to 200 yards with the improvement of the offensive line?
Oh yeah, we see it from the beginning of the year. Once again, I see how hard they work at practice. I see they film habits, they study habits, and everything. And I expect nothing less from them guys. I know they're going to continue to keep getting better and better each and every week, and we're going to continue to run hard.
You talked the other day about watching the film of your long run. What did you see when you watched it?
O-line opened up the holes, and then two stiff arms. Yeah, just ran for my life.
You were listed as starting running back coming into this week.
Yeah.
How much of a difference does that make for you in terms of what your personal goals are and what you want to see from yourself?
I didn't know that. I still got to go out there and do my job. Just because I'm listed as a starting running back really don't mean nothing at the end of the day. Gonna need every back that's suiting up. We're gonna need every single one of them. So last week was my game. This week it might be another person's game. So at the end of the day, we still got to go out there and just do our job.
Even on the sidelines, he still had a smile on his face. That just kind of speaks to who he is. He's kind of the glue guy in our room, always making everyone laugh and always just having a positive spirit. And he's just like the best dude. And he's only been here for like 9 months, but he's just kind of like dove in and he's just been awesome for the group. So it's just tough to lose a guy like that.
We talked about a few months ago, just your expanded role stepping up. Do you feel even more responsibility now after even more than when Lachey went down?
It's always next man up. So it's Eric's a great player who we've kind of relied on a lot this year. So not having him out there is going to be a little tough. So I'm ready to go, and just whatever we're going to game plan, I'm ready to execute that.
When you transferred to Iowa, is this something that you envision for yourself? Coming from Lafayette here.
Yeah, I think just whenever you come somewhere, you want to work your hardest to get to the top, and I know it would be a challenge and a climb. There was probably an easier path to the field some of the other places I was looking at, but this is what you dream for, this is what you work for. So, obviously unfortunate how everything played out, but I'm excited to, showcase what I can do.
It's pretty cool, especially, my first 2 years here, just seeing like the guys that were on the offensive line, then being able to, join that group and just see the way Coach Barnett goes about his business and things like that. We pride ourselves on offensive line here at the University of Iowa, and just to see, the amount of obstacles we've overcome and the amount of growth we've had, it's just the way we do things here. We're a developmental program, and we just want to continue to grow in every aspect of our game. And that's what we're going to continue to do. We want to get better each week, from week 1 to 12, and you're going to see that with this whole unit.
Seems like Rusty's proud of his beard, too.
Oh, he's got an awesome beard. I love that beard. I told him he should shave it and get a fresh start for November, because, a lot of the guys on the O-line are doing it, but he can't do it, so maybe we can get him to do it one day.
In the Wisconsin game, I think it was the first 5 or 6 snaps were all run plays and all productive run plays. Did you feel like that sort of set a tone for the game, and were you surprised at how productive it was?
I mean, absolutely. You know, when you can come out and run the ball, it opens up a lot of areas, you know, and then it opens up areas for us to pass the ball. But, you know, when you're moving guys like that, you know, we were doing the same thing in practice. You know, come game time, we were going out there. Obviously, LaShawn and, you know, KJ, they were running their freaking hearts out. But, you know, it makes things easier. You know, you got guys running as hard as they do. You want to block for them. So being able to do that and establish our run game really helped.
Where's the physicality come from? Has that always been something about the game that you've enjoyed?
I mean, yeah, I grew up like that, playing sports, or just more rough, playing like football without the pads, just like, growing up as kids, we always just played like that. So it came easy. It came easy like that, and it's something I enjoy. And especially nowadays, I know a lot of people don't like to be physical, and I'm always open to the challenge. So it's just something a part of my game.
Do you sense the impact of that on opponents? Like over the duration of a game when you're giving it to them?
I like to think so. I mean, I can't really show exactly what's going on in their head mentally. But, I mean, no one likes to get hit over and over and over. So, that's like the main point of our defense, just to keep my head in.
You a trash talker? When you make a big hit, do you let the guys know, or do you?
Sometimes. Sometimes. I'm usually you can ask anyone, I'm usually like a more quiet, laid-back guy. But, I mean, the emotions go, like, up and down during the game. So, I mean, if I'm gonna say something, I'm gonna say something. But I mean, it's all part of the game. It's all fun.
People keep talking about Eric All's positivity and his mood even after the game or on the sideline during the game. I mean, what's been your communication with him over the last few days?
Yeah, I know. I think he's probably hurting a little, but I think he doesn't try and let anybody show it or lets himself show it to anybody else. I think he's that guy that just wants to be there for the team and, keep that momentum going, whether he's a part of it or not. He's just going to be that guy that's always picking each other up, pushing each other forward, calling guys out, to keep picking it up. And so, I think that's just the biggest thing for him. He's going to try and stay and be a leader for our team, even if he's not on the field with us.
How do you balance being aggressive, taking shots when they're there, with not taking a shot that could put you guys in an adverse situation?
Yeah, I think it's just trusting the game plan. Trusting what we've seen on tape, and and not trying to force any opportunities. The opportunities will present themselves, and when they're there, take advantage of it. But if they're not there, don't try and force anything, and just whether it's getting a ball to a check down or getting the ball to wherever it's supposed to go. Just don't take any risks that aren't necessary.
Speaking of that game plan, the first, I want to say 6 plays of the game against Wisconsin, all run plays, all productive, and all of a sudden you guys are already past midfield. 1, was that scripted, just going run, and 2, what does it do for the offense to have that sort of productivity right out of the gate?
Yeah, you never know how a game's going to go until you're in it. Like, you never know if it's going to be a dogfight. You never know if it's going to be, leaning one way or the other. And so when we got out there and the run game was going, why stop it? Keep handing the ball off to LaShawn and K2 and keep trusting the O-line. They were doing their job. But I think it was just big to get that momentum rolling, establish that run game. I think it was the biggest thing, just establishing that run game, keep it moving.
How are things going for you this season in terms of the wide receivers haven't been as involved as you probably want to be, but you guys are winning games?
I mean, we're just working to get better every day to help the team out. And as long as we're on this track, getting better every week, that's all we can want.
What do you see from the passing game in practice that may translate to games here moving forward?
We still working every day. I mean, what we do week in and week out hasn't changed. We're still just trying to be the better versions of ourselves and just improving every week we can. So that's really what we're working towards.
How's that kind of developing in practice? You guys, have a quarterback change midway through the season. It's probably going to take some time to get some development here.
Yeah, we've been working on timing and stuff. Definitely putting in extra hours and stuff like that. So we're going to be good.
Have you always been a guy that likes to carry the ball? You've gotten a handful of carries as a receiver this year. Has that been always kind of your motive?
Yeah, I mean, I like the ball in my hands, so I don't really care how I get it, to be honest. I used to play running back, like, when I was little, though, but so I know a little bit about it.